welcome back to my channel. My name is Daphne and I am doing something a little different with this video. Since I am writing my first novel, I wanted to document my process along the way, and I've been very interested and intrigued by these types of videos. I think it's helping me get some ideas on how I want to go about starting this process. So hopefully I offer something of value. If not, you can follow along with me on this journey and watch my process of writing my very first novel. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so my background on writing. When I was in elementary school, I wrote a few short stories. I don't know if you would call it short stories. I think the shortest I wrote was 2 pages, so I don't know if that's really a story, but I would just sit down with a composition notebook and start making up different stories and storylines, and I would just write. I wouldn't write an outline or anything. I had no idea what that was, and I just really enjoyed it. So fast forward to middle school, and I would say I was 11 years old, and I started writing a superhero story. I think the character that I created was Dalmatian Woman. I was really into DC and Marvel characters at the time, like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, that sort of thing. So I think I got to, how many chapters did I get to? And I wrote all of this in a composition notebook, by the way. I think I got to like chapter 6 to 10, somewhere in there. So that was probably the longest I'd ever stuck with a story. And then fast forward to 2019, I started writing a poetry book, which I will pop up on the screen. And I actually started that in 2019, and I finished it and published it in 2021. So that has been my writing journey so far. So why do I want to write a novel? There's a couple of reasons why. I love being creative, and I love writing, as I've explained. I also want to finish a complete novel because, as you can tell, I've started things and just not finished them, except for the poetry book. So I feel like it would give me a good sense of accomplishment to finish a novel. And I would like to share my ideas with the world, I guess, too. I don't want to keep it to myself. I want to share my creativity. Okay, so this is how I'm starting my process. First thing is research. So for this, I'm going to research settings. I'm going to get some setting ideas. I'm going to research some concept ideas that I have already, as well as others that come to mind. And then I'm going to be inserting all of these concepts and ideas into a Notion database. And then I'm going to ask questions based on the research that I have done so far and whatever I'm doing next as far as research, just to kind of give me some ideas on how to flesh out the characters and the storyline, because I really have just a pretty rough idea at this point, nothing too specific. There's only one specific that I have, but I'm trying to figure out how it's going to play in the novel. Yeah, I really have just a really rough idea, nothing too specific, honestly. And then I'm going to obviously list all of these questions in Notion as well. Okay, so then in my Notion database, as you can see, I am going to have different tabs for each topic, if you will. I'm going to have chapters So for chapters, I'm going to use this for writing the chapters and keeping them separate so I know what's going on per chapter and I'm not confused. And it's also organized pretty well. And then for characters, I'm going to include all information related to characters and flesh out the character personality and everything. And then I have brainstorm ideas. This is where I'm going to insert my questions, and then I'm going to just have a space to basically throw darts at a dartboard. And then my fourth tab is writing resources. So for this one, I'm going to just write out ideas on how to put a novel together because I don't think I've had a creativity writing class at all. I've just really researched it on YouTube and Google. So I'm going to put all of the information I gather for that in here, as well as things like writing style and, just different writing resources on how I want to write the novel and what my writing style is going to look like. And then I'm going to have a world building space that's sort of self-explanatory for world building. And then I'm going to have research links. So this is going to be an easy way for me to reference the research that I do and correlate it with the brainstorm ideas. So that is my idea so far. That's how I'm getting started. If you have any ideas or if you have your own method of starting a novel and really just starting with a rough idea and not really sure where you're going or what you're doing with the idea, please let me know in the comments. And I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment on what you found helpful. And you can also comment on what you would like to see more of in these types of videos. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video.